Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd as well as my friends over at yarnspirations.com. I'm your host Mikey. Today we're going to continue our series of the fabulous fall wreath. Today we are doing the 5-point leaf just like you see here on page number 1. So this is what it looks like here. Kind of neat, and it's not too hard to be able to follow, and we're going to begin and we're going to be following the 2 rounds in order to make this happen. Of course you can make any of the leaves any of the colors that you wish, and if you want to make it into another color you can do so as well for another season, and that's awesome. So let's begin. We are still going to continue to use our 4mm size G crochet hook, and I'm using Caron 1 pound today, but you can use your Red Heart with Love or Red Heart Super Saver or Burdette Super Value. Let's begin the 5-point leaf right now. So we're going to begin, and we need to create a magic circle. So we have tutorial available on magic circles if you wish to look at those in more detail, but I will demonstrate it here. So what you want to do is that you want to put the yarn in front of your hand just like so, and use just only 2 fingers. So you just want to kind of pinch it. So using 2 fingers, just turn over the hand and just cross over here like that. Okay, so put it in the front of your hand like so, and then just come around and cross over. And then I'm gonna use my other finger here just to kind of hold that, and this is pinched so that everything is taut. You're going to slide the hook underneath the first strand, and you're gonna capture that one and pull through like that, and then you're just gonna slide your fingers out. You want to keep the first time around so that you're going around this loop here, but also around the straggler yarn itself, because we're gonna pull that straggler once we're ready. So let's position the yarn into our hands, and let's begin to do round number 1. Remember, there is tutorials that are slower available on the magic circle right here on the Crochet Crowd channel. Let's continue to round number 1. Round number 1 we're going to chain up 3. So 1, 2, 3. That's considered one of 12 double crochets that are going around, so we have to add 11 more. So as I said, you want to go right up over top of this circle, but also over top of this as well, so keep always on top of that. So let's start counting them out and double crocheting into that circle. So this is going to be considered 2 because the chain 3 is considered 1, 2, and we want a total of 12. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So noticing that I did not pull that magic circle closed yet. So I want to verify that before I pull. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Once I'm satisfied with this, what I want to do is just pull on this end, and it will pull it nice and tight. But before I pull too much, I want to just go in there, and I want to slip stitch it to the top of the first chain 3. So you're not quite done yet. So I want you to pull this loop out and turn it over, and still continue to pull that straggler so the middle comes completely shut. You can't just trim that and hope for the best. You need to put this through a tapestry needle in order to have that go underneath. So let's do that. So with the tapestry needle, just put it through. So where it's coming out of, do you see it? So you want to go in the same direction where it's coming out of. Just capture just a few strands on the back side and pull through once, and then go back in the other direction. It's a slightly different path for twice, and a slightly different path coming back. And so that will trap that into the middle, so you don't ever have to worry about that. So now turn it back over to the good side, the right side, and put in your hook, and you're going to continue to go around, and you have a completely closed circle. Let's begin round number 2. So you can see that I pulled the circle here a lot tighter than the original, so that's something that you have to consider. So when we go to start, we're going to be starting over here and working our way to the stem, and then continuing around, and we'll end up here. So I always think that sometimes we end up at the bottom as our start and then work our way and come back. In this case we're about here, and then we're going to continue the stem at a partial way through and continue along. Let's begin round number 2. So let's begin in round number 2. So we're going to chain up 3. So 1, 2, and 3, and then we're going to do a picot. So right 3, just pinch it so that you know where it is, and do 1, 2 and 3, and you're going to slip stitch to the third chain back. So 1, 2 and 3, turn it over and get the back hump of the chain, and just going in and pull through and through. This is considered a picot when you do that. So in the same one that you have where the join comes out, the chain 3, you're going to double crochet that same space. Okay, so those kind of 2 stitches belong into the same stitch with the picot that is at the peak that is creating a point. So starting in the very next one, what we have to do is that we have to do 2 double crochets in that one plus the one next door. So put 2 into this one, and then moving along put 2 into the next. So I'm reading the instructions as they're going. I've already done it once, so I just want to verify. So double crochet in the next so two double crochets in each of the next double crochet, which I did, and do that twice, and then double crochet in the next double crochet. So there's one by itself. So now we're going to create the stem work. We're going to chain 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you want to single crochet second chain from the hook and then all the way back down. So right here, so go to the second, turn it over, get the back hump to have a nice stem, and single crochet in that one, and then the 3 that are left. So you're continuing all the way back to your center of your leaf. But you're not quite done with the stitch that is on the center of this round, so you want to put the next double crochet right into the base of this one here. Okay, so then those 2 belong together. So now we're gonna continue moseying on around. So good luck with Diane with that word. She's our closed caption girl. So let's continue along, and we're going to double crochet then into the next 2, and you're gonna do 2 double crochets in each of those. So 1 and 2, and then move to the next one, and then 1 and 2. There you go. So now in the next one we want to do a double crochet, a picot, and a double crochet into the next one. So we're going to start with the double crochet, and if it looks like this, it should. This one over here. So picot, so chain 3 and slip stitch to the third chain back, and then double crochet into that same one. Now we're going to continue our story. So in the next one we're going to single crochet and then add a half double crochet into the same one. Okay, so that was a single and then a half, and then into the next one we want a double crochet, picot, and a single crochet. So we're gonna do a double crochet and then a picot. So we're gonna chain 3 and come back to the third chain, a slip stitch, and then a single crochet into the same stitch. So double crochet, picot, single crochet. The next one we are going to do a lot of stuff in here. So we're going to start off with a half double crochet. This is the very top of the flower or the leaf. So it's a half double crochet, it's a double crochet, and then a treble, so wrapping twice, and this is where we're going to apply the picot at this moment. So let's chain 3 and slip stitch to the third, and now we're at the peak. So what we just did, we're just gonna do the opposite when we go down the other side. So we want to treble first, it's all in the same stitch, and then you want to double, and then you want a half. I realized that I missed a treble in the first time I did my first sample, so that's kind of missing. That's probably why the point looks a little off. So let's continue along. So in the next one we're going to single crochet, so just kind of peel things back if you don't see it, but the next one's right there. So you're going to single crochet and then picot. So 1, 2, 3, and then a double crochet, and then in the next stitch that we have is that we have a half double crochet, and then a single into the same stitch, just like that. And that was the very end, and you're just going to slip stitch to the third chain up. So 1, 2, 3, and then that's it. Your 5-point is done. So you want to turn it over and release this yarn here. So let's just cut off an extra long tail and just pull it through that loop. That'll lock it. And then you want to take your tapestry needle and hide in your yarn. Stay to the back side, of course, just makes sense. So you want to just glide it through. So going through once. Just don't, when you pull it, don't change the shape of anything. And then go through a slightly different path for the second time, and then third time is a charm, and you're officially done. So you need to make a total of 12 of these leaves when you're going to do this, and this is what it looks like at this point. So let me just back you out a little bit. So I realized in the first time around, as I mentioned, I missed the second treble. That's why that peak is looking a little off, but that's what it looks like. And see, you can mix and match your colors and do anything that you would like to do. So you only need to make 12 of these, and this is the 5-point leaf. So I'll see you next time in the next video as we continue our series on this fall fabulous wreath, or the fabulous fall wreath, whatever you decide. Have a good one, and we hope to see you again real soon.